really does sound like a good fun.
What a beautiful sound you get out of it. That's really something. It has a range to low A and up to high G. High G. So I don't need an extra for this one.
All right. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Still trying to figure out how to start these. Seems to be a several month project here. I know I say good morning, hello, but that's about it. I don't know if I should tell you like what the plan is, because I don't really always have a plan. Sometimes I just kind of make it up. Launch into some other stuff. Let's do other things. All right. So it is Friday, and yesterday was our social media post, our my main thing that I do for the week, my update for everybody on all things going on. So here is our video. If you've been watching the beginning of our stream, you've already seen it several times, but I like to go through it and talk about it a little bit and go from there. So yeah, we'll start there and we'll go from there. So if you didn't know, we're getting ready to launch our next book. So Stitch Tales, Buttons, and the Box Party Surprise, book number 3 will be coming out next Wednesday. So that's exciting. We've got, I got a lot of stuff planned out. Been working on a bunch of videos for next week. Very, very exciting. Lots of fun. But yeah. So we've got our first launch event, an author signing, coming up that following Saturday on July 25th. So this week's video is about that. Normally what I like to do is if I have an event that happens, I like to do a video before the event, kind of like promoting it and kind of being like, hey, come check this out. This is what we're doing. We're going to be there. This is what we're going to have. Those type of things. And then the week after, I like to do like a thank you video being like, thanks for, and here's the pictures from the event and things like that. Thank you for letting us come and do the stuff. That's usually the way I like to do it, but since these two events were back to back, where the Reno Public Market event, which is happening tomorrow, come check us out for that if you're in the area. And next week is the launch of our third book, and we're going to be at our local independent bookshop here. It was like, okay, so I got to do 2 videos back to back of like the promo, and then I'll do the thank you ones afterwards, I believe. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll do the thank yous after that. So that's why they're a little off, because normally I would do them event and then thank you event, thank you for that. But I can't do that because, yeah, anyways, I'm confusing myself. Yeah, so we've got our next one coming up here. For the release of our third book. So sometimes I struggle with these videos, not because it really depends. Like last week's video for the Reno Public Market event that's happening tomorrow, we actually had some graphics from the venue that we could use in the video and stuff like that, which made it nice and easy. When you're doing self-publishing and working with bookstores and stuff like that, a lot of time, most of your promo stuff, you are building yourself. You're putting together all the things. I'm not knocking on anything or saying that's bad. It's just kind of the way it is. You like when you're traditionally published, they do more of the publicity stuff for you, essentially the advertising and stuff like that. Not all of them do, but most of them do that. Because they want to make sure that if they're making the books and stuff like that, that they're going to make their money back. So they're going to put a little bit of time and effort into that. So when you do self-publishing, you kind of have to expect that you're going to be doing a lot of the legwork when it comes to doing this kind of stuff. So I always struggle with, because I'm like, I want to go and either like do videos at the venue or do like stuff like that, and then I end up changing my mind because I get nervous or whatever else like that. So generally what happens, so I come up with different ideas, little animations or different workarounds for things. So you'll see one of those here. We are getting ready for our first book 3 release event. Got our little characters carrying boxes and stuff. So this was my grand idea. So we talked about in our what we're going to bring for this book signing event, and we were going to have free bookmarks, which are up here on the top left. We're going to have our stickers, which are also our business cards, and then we've got our books here. We're also going to have some snacks, but we didn't have time to put the snacks together to show in this video before it came out. So those are kind of just mentioned here. We'll get there, but I was like, since this is a book signing, I'll do my signing on book number 3 here. And this way it has something fun to watch. It also gives us our information here. Here's our local independent bookstore right there, Thistle and Nightshade. Very good to us so far. We love them very, very much. Go check them out if you are in the area, please. See, get your book signed. I'll sign it. Free stickers and bookmarks. There's our stuff there, and the homemade treats. So Dreamer's going to be making some treats that she's going to bring with us, and we're going to have those at the event. So yeah, it's a little guy, a little promo, easy peasy, nothing too crazy, but just trying to get the word out there and make sure that I'm continuing to make videos and stuff like that. So yeah, not a lot as much to talk about this week about our video, but it's there. If you are in the area and you'd like to come by and you'd like to either check out book number 3, look at it and see if you like it. We'll also have copies of book 1 and 2 there as well, if you'd like to check out the series as a whole. We will be at the Thistle Nightshade bookstore here in Reno, Nevada on July 25th from 1 to 3. So yeah, come visit us, say hi. I know I'll have family there that come by that want to either buy a book or just hang out, stuff like that. They tend to do that, which is really fun. So, but yeah, cool. All right, moving on. Just plugging right along here today. All right, so what we've got going on, and our video will keep playing over in the right-hand corner for us. I'll say this before we move on. I do have, I'm trying to decide, I'm going to post pictures and stuff from the event. I'll probably try to post some stuff on Instagram while we are at the Reno Public Market tomorrow. So if you haven't seen that information, please check out my socials, either Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads. There should be a post from me, either a video or an image with the information about the Art Town Reno Public Market Author's Day event coming up tomorrow. That one will be from 12 to 3. We will be there as well. We will have books 1 and 2 for sale, along with the rest of our goodies that we've handmade over the past couple months. So definitely come check that out if you're around in this area. Okay, onwards. I want to try to see if I can get Mums' stuff done here today. Get our commission done. That's my main focus at the moment. Okay. We also haven't heard anything back from our Reading Rainbow friends yet. We did our submission a couple weeks ago for their little program that they had set up to maybe promote some books and stuff like that. Haven't heard anything back from them yet, but that may take some extra time. We'll see. Always things in the works, always different things that I'm doing, trying to keep track of. Okay. It's one of those things where I want to do book stuff all the time, but I also have other little commissions, kind of like this and stuff that I'm doing for friends, family, people that I know and stuff like that I need to get done as well. It's all part of the gig. Funny part is I'd love to say this is my main job, or that I have a main job, but I really don't. Should do. Do I like that? No, I don't. Make this a little bit more consistent. Okay. Oh, widen this out a little bit.
The dreams.
There we go. A little bit better. A little bit more consistent.
The dreams.
Okay. On to this little sash here. And we'll just pluck away at this for the day.
I remember my dreams.
Got a couple other things to work on as well if I get this done. Which is good. I'm just yapping right now because I can.
The dreams.
The dreams.
The dreams. The dreams. The dreams.
Okay. All right. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make that one dark, that one light. We're actually gonna cut them out. I can see through it. Yeah, that'll work. This big long one here. Okay. Go ahead and we'll save that. This to do. I like to do the short runs, not the long runs if I can, but we're getting down to just having nothing but long runs here left. Where does this go down to? I'm gonna stop it here. Now let's just go right through. I want to break this up, or do I want to keep going back to itself? I feel like this is a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, did end up working, so that's good. Yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do these lines in here or not. How I'm gonna do those if I want to do those. Oh, I decided. Probably should. Ooh, I gotta mute my phone too. There we go. I wonder if I could just make like a pattern of those little lines like that. Put them in? I don't know. Yes, daughter.
I hear this dog's trying to bark at the door. That's all she did.
Is she? Is she wanting to come inside? Oh, she is. Well, that's unusual. She's being a silly dog. It is unlike her to want to come in at this time of day. What's up, puppies? Hi, what's going on? Did you need something from me? What? You need something from daughter? She goes, Mom didn't take me on a walk this morning.
Oh, she's mad.
I didn't get a W today. If you wanted to take her on a W, you could. No, thank you. Sorry, Sora. Mom went off to work early this morning. She had to go do the stuffs.
Okay, bye. Study human first now.
You could try to wake up Jeff and have him take you if you want. I cannot go, unfortunately, at the moment.
Staring at you.
Yeah, she'll be staring at me for a little bit. Please, sir, if you wouldn't mind taking me on a W. Is she being very sweet?
She was standing. She tried to lift her paw up, Dad, while standing on all four legs. She's like, trying to do that her little pet me thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like she was struggling because she couldn't stand on her three legs. It's important. Those names. I'm gonna go grab something to drink, but there's a dog in my way. Oh, thank you.
You're free now? Mom does love me anymore. Mom left me. So dramatic. And I say dramatic when she's like the least dramatic husky in the world. The front door?
She was. She went over like she was gonna read this thing.
She has before.
And she looked at me like this.
Yeah. She's like, this door. This is the one I want to go out of. This is where we go when we go on our W. We let her back out then. I don't blame her for doing that. No, she knows exactly what our normal is, and we are off of our normal today. Didn't have time this morning to take her. Could have made a little bit more time, maybe. Might have been able to get it done. Almost. like I said, then we gotta figure out how to do our shadows. The heck? Do that. There we go. All right. Go ahead and save that so I don't forget. Did you stay up late last night, daughter, or
No.
no? Doing okay?
Yeah.
Just tired?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Those lines in there. Couple really long ones here. Yeah. About 9 minutes left for our first break. Perfect. Just enough time to get this done, get the outlining done, and then we can start working on these little shading gradient things that I've got. However, I'm going to do those, not sure quite yet. All right. Save this. We'll lock it at the moment. Yeah. Looks good. About 9 something. Trying to think how I want to do this. These lines or not. Got them here as well. A couple of spots. Inside there, inside here, inside there. Couple places. I've got them up on the hat. I don't know if I want to do. I guess I do have some underneath here. Alright, make a decision. Do I want to do all of those? I could just make them straight, but I don't want to make them straight either. Don't want that. I think it needs to be. Yeah, it's got to be the stroke version. Maybe the pencil tool? Live curve fitting is now enabled by default. Double click on the pencil tool to change settings. Interesting that I won't give it the should keep it held. I don't know why it's not doing that. Touch call. What is this? I don't ever use the pencil tool or the brush tool ever, so I don't know what any of these do. We have to experiment with it a little bit when we get back from our break here. So, you said our assistant went back outside. She out there pouting? She might be. We'll go check on her and see what she's up to. But we're about 2 minutes out, so we're a little bit early for our break, but that's okay. We're gonna, in about 2 minutes, we'll do a 3-minute ad break, so I get about five minutes this time. I'm gonna go grab something to drink, and then we'll come back and we'll keep messing with the sketch here and see if we can get something that will work for those lines. If not, we might just do them all by hand, so we'll see. But stick around, we'll be back here in a few minutes. All right, we are back. I did go check on Sora. She is protesting. She's lying in the sun, being like, "Fine, I don't want to do anything. Then I don't want to be on your stupid show." It's like, all right, I understand. That is a fair assessment there. I gotcha. That is fair. There was something else I was using before. Maybe something like that. What's something solid? Don't feel like any of these brushes are going to be paintbrush. So this is the weird part. It only affects the stroke of the line. Like I could take this line, do this to it, and it makes a big old blob over it for now, but it's just one blob. It's not. Don't get those. Rude. I know, right? She's got a fair claim to be upset because Dreamer did not get to take her on a walk this morning, so she came in just a few minutes ago, boofed at us, was just like, "Hey, take me on a walk." And we're like, "Dude, we're sorry, we can't. We're doing the works things today." So she went out into the sun and protested. Now she's back though. She's back in her spot with her rock. It was fair. It was fair. She gets to go be angry about it for a little bit. That's fine. When we get done with stream, I might be able to sneak her in a walk, depending. Let's see what our temperature is going to be like, because I don't like to take her out if it's too hot. I don't want our feet to burn. By noon, it'll only be 76, so it might be okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We might be able to get her one in, but just gonna have to wait for a little bit though. The feet are precious. They are, yes. Gotta take care of them toe beans. Got to take care of them. Okay. We've still got to figure out how are we going to replicate this without me having to remake every single one of these lines. Gotta be like a pattern or something I can use, right? Let's do pick like a gray. We'll actually put it behind our sketch so it's back. So it's not impeding with anything. We'll try a pattern on this and see what we can do. If I have any good patterns. Generate editable, no, I don't want to generate one. I just want to go into our, nope, not so much. Where is it? Swatch libraries. Oh, these are off of the page. That's so funny. Can I move this? No, you're not gonna let me move that. Where's another place I can access that menu from? Here? No. Watches. There we go. Should be able to go to, I want textiles, patterns, basic graphics, lines. I want something a little bit stylized. We should be able to edit that pattern. Do I have on our properties? Under the transform, I forget which one it's under. A bunch of brushes there, so the symbols. Edit pattern. There we go. As I say, I knew it was a button somewhere. We could technically like make our own pattern this way. Yeah, because that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Film, stroke. Care about that. Yeah, I might have to just do it by hand. Might be the best way to do it. Patterns are just going to be kind of funky, especially since they're just not, they don't align with what I've got going on here, which sucks. Gives us more to do. That's fine. Could just do, it'll give it a weird feel if I do it that way. I was thinking about just making one of the big ones and then just duplicating it, but which would work. I really like how this is rough. Um, yeah, it definitely needs something. The issue I'm running into is like, if I start doing that type of shading, do I do that shading everywhere? Or do I just leave it on these little bit areas and just not worry about everywhere else? Decisions. There we go. Had a little bit off. And you just need a little twist to make them line up correctly. A little maybe nitpicky now. Not a bad thing, but not a good thing either. I really want... Watch history is not going to give me jack here. Well, I think we're gonna have to do this hard way. Let's try out the way I didn't want to do this, and then we'll see how it goes. We'll do one of these, and then we'll duplicate it, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we'll figure out something different. Yeah, it's gonna look way too repetitive.
Paladin Expedition, I realized I clicked every single
Yes. Set up. That too long.
gave him 250 salads, but I'm sure that wasn't enough to last
Yeah, that wasn't the longest one. Okay. Longest one is here.
Sucks for you, my house don't do that. That's my fun.
You're feeding them food that
They're just feeding themselves. He's not feeding them right now. He's starving his pals.
He's starving his pals?
Nutrition decreases their sanity by 1.
That's what it stood. Did that. Rid of this at the moment. Oops. Rid of that. Why is... Wait. Wait, what? What just happened there? That was weird. Anyways. Why is that there? Weird. Program's doing weird stuff again. I don't understand. Why are you on? Okay, that's not the one I wanted. Got that. No, we'll do this. We'll arrange that and send it to the back. Arrange and back. We'll select these two, and then we'll cut that out. Yeah, it's a little too uniform, but have you ever thought about getting a tablet so you can use a stylus? Yeah, I've thought about it. What the bot is that? Yeah, that's our bot. not our bot, but the ones that come by every stream and try to give us AI viewers, which I don't quite understand. So he gets banned. Ban. Goodbye. We have an old iPad that I've played with before. I had I forget what it's called. Sketch? No. Yeah, it's called Sketchbook. I used a long time ago on old iPad, but I've never had an iPad or tablet of my own to be able to mess with it too much. It's kind of why I do everything just point and click with what I've got going on. Not that I, you know, I enjoy doing it this way. It's more of, I don't know. Thought about it. I think there's a way I can mirror from the Mac that I have. There's a mirroring ability that I think can be used on the iPad. So then I could technically use the pencil that we have with it. Yeah, I don't know, it's in between. Well, just curious. Yeah, it's something I've thought about. I've done other drawings and sketches before. Let's see, do I have an example? Do I have an example? Oops, closed the wrong window. I don't know if I have. So the model that I use for my Vtuber on our Dungeon Protocols streams, that one was drawn by hand on paper, and then I redrew it on the iPad. Well, I say redrew it, but I put the scan in there, and then I drew on top of it more pencil lines and stuff like that, and gave it way more detail. So that was where that one was built, and then I took that back into like Photoshop and cut it up into the pieces it needed to be able to then articulate like the mouth and do all that kind of stuff. So trying to see if I have an example of what that looks like. I have it in Photoshop. I don't have it in Illustrator. I don't know if this will be happy with me if I try to open this in Illustrator. We'll see. Invert layers objects. This may be very angry at us. Ooh. Let's see how much of this I can take off of there. See what's left. Okay, yeah. So this was like the original sketch that I did just in my sketchbook. And then as I went along, started adding digital elements from the iPad here. You can see the little details in the eyes. Added a little sketch of the ghost out on the back side there. I have all these layers still. You built up a little bit. Oh, there's the big one. You can see all those details come in. That was where the digital part came in. That one. So many details. And then from there was all digital coloring. Adding all the different layers and stuff like that. Backgrounds. Yeah, this worked out way better than I thought it was going to. Then we add the foreground stuff. This is way darker than it would have. I think one of these was not on there. That one. No, that one's right. That one's right. I don't know which ones I toned down for the final sketch or for the final export. I don't remember. This is a Photoshop document, so a lot of the stuff that was done in here is not translating over, but you get the idea. I've done a little bit on there, not a lot of bits. I know Rachel was in here earlier in the week, and she was talking to me about it because she got herself a tablet that she works on now. She's trying to do art on it, or different types of artwork, so she's figuring it out. She's trying it. Make it till you make it, right? Yeah, I don't like the way that looks because it's not curved like I want. Poop. I knew that one was going to be a pain in the butt. I don't like it, Vern. I don't like it at all. I don't like it, either of those.
To the rhythm of victims shackled in chains, these veins long for the pleasure and pain. This rain gives me, came for the fix, left with a wrist covered in gold, became a mold of a stereotype.
Maybe we'll try it a different way.
Poison into my system, the system is like a prison. Lovely land of the free, but this dream is a contradiction. We listen to the media and all them lies they feeding us.
Okay, so I can use the pen tool, but I don't know how to make it thinner. That's what I keep getting in the problem with.
These crooked cops shooting at black males like targets.
going back to touch call. I don't know why. Arrows, which is decorative, category cone. Okay, here we go. Here's some.
Beautiful queen slain in broad light. Got me thinking if my color's wrong, how can I do right? Yeah, should I fight or should I fucking fall? Will you watch me die or answer a dying call? I'm small, but I can cause a big
There we
impact.
go.
I just want us all to live in peace. Why can't we have that?
Let's go down to 0.5. Can I make these ununiform? No, I cannot. It's on a point round. I could do something like that. Oh, that does different every single time. Oh, interesting. That's not what I want. Hmm. Ugh, that looks terrible. Oy. Oy vey. Yeah, it just doesn't have the vibe that I want. The only other idea that I have. It's just too consistent is what it is in my head. Far too consistent. Like, it would work. It would work, but it's just not, I don't know. Not doing something for me here. I mean, it works though. Inconsistently consistent. These would be the only ones that would be. I think I can bend these. There was a ability to do so. Where was that? Any effect. Redistort. That's not the one. Distort and transform. Weak twist, zigzag. Pucker and bloat. That one. Not right. Maybe I just need to do it on one for now. I wanted to bend it. That's right, move. No, so that's not it. It's not the roughen. Maybe? No, zigzag is definitely not it. It does make some interesting pattern though. Rich segments, no. Move, no. Okay, so that's not it either. Maybe it's a warp. Oh, it's a warp. There it is. That's what I was looking for. I think I figured it out. Salut! Son sneezed from another room. Yeah, I think that'll work. Expand. I'll do that. Do that. Expand this down. Yeah, should be able to make that work. Okay. So technically I could bend these a little bit too. I wonder if I could do them all together at one time? Urge. Okay, it does a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Gives it a feel, that's for sure.
Thank you. You're combining what half the others with multiple half.
I think this is working. I think I finally got. I think I got it figured out now. I'm just gotta cover up all of these little points. Make sure that's all covered up. One random one here. There we go. Yep, that's my house. Need one more here. Now we need one more here. Here? Here. That's just that thick? No. Oh, it is. Slight adjustments to make that work a little bit better. I think these might be a little too thin down here. A little bit more. There we go. Much better. Figured it out. Got some big brain moves here. Okay, so where does this one go? This one has the lines going that way. Grab the, oops, wrong one, wrong layer. Let's grab this, copy, paste. Cool. Actually, let's be smart about this. Let's take all of these, group those together, take all of these, group these together, take these, let's group those. What that'll do for us is it actually condenses our list down over here. Where are these ones at? Oh, okay. Got that section there too. These, group those. Cool. So now we have these broken down into 4 distinct groups here. We can actually find like this one is the one we want. So we would pick this one and then we can actually go through each individual piece and select it. So that one's good. Order. 2, that one's not right. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. So I should go and do this. I can tighten them up a little bit here. And if I want one more in here, down here. Yeah, something like that. Sweet. Probably tighten those up just a little bit more because a lot of these are much thinner than that. Better. Let's go ahead and save that. I feel like they can be a little bit thinner than that too. There we go. That time I got it. Cool. So close that one up. And a couple other ones up here. Let's group those together. Does that work? No, let's go the other way. Let's see, let's expand appearance. Here we go. Now we can actually like, let's see, transform, reflect, good. Now we can flip it how we want it. Here we go. That's what I wanted. Perfect. So I can do what I want with my shading, it just to be do it a little bit differently. Cool. Let's take those. Take this group. Let's also expand the appearance on those so I can actually see those. Expand appearance on those. Expand on those. Expand. There we go. We'll save that, and then we are 30 seconds out from our ad break here, so perfect timing. So let's swap over to our assistant cam here. Hey, there she is, she's chilling. And then we will take this ad break, and then we will come back and we'll swap over to our other character and try to put some of our lines on there. So stick around, we'll be right back. All right.
I really call her.
Yeah, I would call her, seriously.
But,
No, call her, see what's going on. Did she say 11:30 or 11 o'clock? Bro, you call and find out what's going on. Yikes. Okay. I'm going back to work. This is our next one. Okay, so we've got all of these. Object, transform, reflect. Okay. Just want to make sure. I think I inadvertently created something cool that I might have to use again in future stuff. Go here. Yeah. Cool. I like that. I think it's gonna work. It's gonna work, man. It's gonna work. Don't need half of these. Need those. Need that. Need that one. Need that. I think I accidentally figured out exactly what I wanted. I love when that works. I love when that happens. It kind of gives me the printmaking vibe with what I just did. I'm really digging it, just for myself. Oh, I got one up there that I should fill too. Sweet. Okay, got that. We've got the hat to do. We got all of this to do. Now I gotta figure out. Gotta figure out the angle that I want these at. Let's try that. Group. Okay, so this one's going to be from. I need to get rid of all of this stuff here. Don't make it too complicated on myself here. Do a little bit at a time. Okay, cool. Do this one next. Yeah, I wish those were in the thicker section, but that's okay. We can move those. Ungroup. Let's flick those. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, cool. We have two other. This section, and then the hat would be the last one. Think. Yeah, that is the angle. down here. That. These are all ungrouped. Group that again. Let's ungroup this. We'll get rid of everything. Get rid of all those. That should be fine. That's um I'm talking very much. I'm concentrating really hard. Should work. Worst case, what I'll do is take these three. Yeah, then I'll add a 0.25 to that. Just gives them a little bit more weight. There we go. Okay, so the last things I have, I've got some shadow detail up in that top part of the hat, but I'm not gonna, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't mind doing it underneath the brim though. Those make sense. I might have to make those custom. Okay. Should be able to ungroup this. Take a bunch of these. We'll put these over here. Okay. These are gonna be super thin. That's kind of cool look, damn it. I hate when I do that where I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Ooh, looks cool. Oh, I could do shadowing this way too. Oh no. I've unlocked something that I don't know if I should have done. Yikes. Oh no. Let's see. Needs. I want to cover this up. It looks cool. Yikes. Yeah, I think that looks good. There's a what in your house? Intruder? Oh, wow.
Rabbit dog. Oh wait,
The-
it's too nice.
Yeah. So we don't own a rabbit dog.
Are you on live? Are you live?
Yeah, we're live. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
She says hi. Hola. Oh, the secret of shadow lines. Yes. Very secretive. Don't tell anybody. There's super secrets. I kind of like the way this top one looks though. Above the hat.
He's doing a. What is this?
Yeah, this is a commission. D&D characters. Our friend.
Am I taking Michelle to mining?
It depends. If you guys get to like 3 o'clock, then you can drop her off there. Yeah, that'd be great.
My bag is-
Yeah, bring your bag, clean your stuff, so you can get that done.
I don't know. 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, sure. I know, but could be whatever. So, and she's usually there from like 3 to 6. So I'll either be there at 3 to. You'll keep me informed on what's going on. Yeah. So we can plan because you're technically not. Your class doesn't start till 4. I know, but I'm just saying, like worst case scenario, you have that extra hour buffer.
Hopefully, we're done within 2 hours.
Okay. Flew for hair? Yeah.
I'm happy to do it.
Yikes. Yeah, who knows?
We will keep you posted.
Yep. Keep me up to date on the things. Thank you. Did you make the lines? Yes. Yes, I did. So I started off with, I was doing this one because this was our, the last one I was just working on. And I just made one of these and then I just duplicated it across this pattern. And then I found a way, because I actually made it was a straight one. So I just did like, kind of like this, right? Oops. I'm on a weird layer. Hold on. We'll give you an example. So I just made a really long straight one like this. And then up in my effects is a warp effect. So you can actually like warp and bend it in different ways. You can make it more bendy, less bendy, depending on what you need. So that's what I did, is I did a little bit of a bend, and then I took it and pushed it closer to like one side. You can see how it kind of like hooks around. And then it made, you know, kind of like the shape that I was looking for. And then I duplicated them and just kind of put them really close together. So now they have that, that look about them. You just duplicate them over and over again. You just make that pattern. Yeah, Photoshop has a warp you can do as well. So the difference, I forget who I was telling about this on Wednesday, but the difference between what I can do here in Illustrator compared to Photoshop is that if I want to take this image and blow it up to the size of a building, I can do that because I'm not dealing in pixels. So this is all vector graphic stuff. So all of these little points that you see when we click on something, oops, not like that. Did the wrong thing. So like when hold on. Let me expand appearance. There we go. So these little dots at the ends here, these guys, dots, there's one here in the middle, dot at the end. Like I can manipulate all of those pieces, right? Like I can bend and move them. But because they are points in this space, they have XY coordinates. So they're not confined by pixels. So I can take this whole thing and make it as big as I want, and I lose zero fidelity in that. So that's the difference between like a vector graphic setup and just Photoshop, where you're just manipulating the pixels one at a time. This, we don't have any pixels, so you can scale it however you would like, or big, small, whatever you need, depending on what's going on. So that is the advantage. That's why logos and graphics and stuff like that, they use this format, is because it works in both ways. If you want to make it really tiny, it goes tiny as well. So it would stay exactly smooth, 100% smooth, whether or not you're scaling or not. Yes, correct. Yep. And there are tools that you can use even in Illustrator to take an image. So like we could take our sketch here that we did, and we can select it, and we can do this image trace, and it's going to, tracing may proceed slowly with larger image. We're going to try it, see if it crashes Illustrator or not. So it tried to trace it all on its own, and it did okay. Like it's not bad. It picked up a lot of points and stuff like that. Some of the things I probably would change. It kind of gives it that feel of kind of like AI, where it fucks up some of this stuff where it can't really tell what it is. It breaks little pieces and stuff like that. So that's the limitations of using this tracing that it has, compared to like doing it yourself, where you get to pick exactly where all the pixels go. See how compared to what they did with that tracing, look how smooth and complete my stuff is here. That's a difference. But it can be done. Some things that are relatively simple, the image tracing is nice. It can get you close, for sure. Yeah, I think we are just about done. I told Mums that I might take this into Photoshop and see if I can take some of these lines, and I might not need to do that. Might not need to. Unlock that. We'll save this again. So yeah, always good to check and see what are the benefits of using each program, and how they're going to help you with whatever it is you're doing. Now, if I took this, I kind of did something similar when I was working on your book cover, Rachel, for the first book. Was once I got done with the drawing and the basic coloring, then I could take it into Photoshop, and then I could start manipulating certain aspects of that, kind of like the quality of it, start highlighting certain things. I can start taking some saturation out of other things. Like Photoshop is good for those type of things, where Illustrator is not. It's not good at manipulation of that kind of stuff. I'm using Adobe Illustrator, yeah. I'm on a student discount, student pricing for this, because a long time ago I was able to, when I was in school, I was able to get it, and I've just kept it ever since. So yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's export these out. Can put this. Let's go DND1. Export. Transparent. No, let's go. That's what we need to do. Cancel. I don't change any of my stuff. Just put a square behind it. Export. D1. Desktop. Export. Art optimize. Interlay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Procreate seems to be really popular right now. Yeah, it is a really good program. My daughter uses it because she has the newest iPad with the newest Apple Pencil, and she really likes it. Like it's got a lot of really cool functionality. I got to play with it a little bit, not a lot, but I like that you can actually barrel roll the pencil now, and it knows that you're twisting it like that. So if you have let's see, if you have a brush like this that's kind of oblong. Ew. Okay, is it not going to do what I want to do? Yeah, see how this is oblong? If I wanted to rotate that, I would just twist the pencil, and it would actually change the orientation of that oblong shape, which is really, really cool. Yeah, it will spin it, yeah. Which is really, it's a really nice feature to be able to have if you're trying to do certain type of techniques and stuff like that, which is cool. Like these little thin guys, you would have to, like, yeah, you could spin it and you could just make circles out of it like that. So I do have paint brushes on here that I can use for certain things, but you can even see like they have the little blue lines inside of them. So these are still vector pieces, and I can grab and drag one of the points or make it more loopy and stuff like that. It's still the same idea. You won't get as much like the sketchy graphic ability like a pencil in like Photoshop or Procreate, but you can do some things in here. I don't have a tablet to use this on, so like I was explaining to Inverness, I do all this with point and click. I just use my mouse for all of this. That's all. Okay, so if I wanted to, let's play a little bit here just for funsies. Let's take our background. Oh no, we got a bunch of goobers on our background is the problem. That's right, that's right. Yeah, because I had to do these special because these were different. Actually, that's kind of cool looking. Not gonna lie. Kind of cool. Okay, I should select all. Now I should be able to do this. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Do you? Wait, you draw with the mouse? I think that's so difficult. Well, yeah, so all of this is just point and click for all of these lines. I don't have a stylus or I don't have a tablet or anything like that for any of this. So I redrew all of this graphics just by doing all of that. Kind of like that. Let's have a little bit more fun here. Let's pick standard. There we go. Just having some funsies at the moment. So yeah, like I'm doing this all by hand, just with the mouse. I've become accustomed to it, so it's not like crazy or anything like that for me. Yeah, it would be interesting to do a little highlight around it. Kind of like the way that looks. See, now I'm getting into thinking about how I want to color this, and I'm not supposed to be coloring it. Okay. We'll go back to what I was doing. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Okay, save that one. Oh, and your hand draw the initial sketch. Yes, I hand draw their initial sketch. So I'm kind of blending a little bit of the both worlds, right? Like, not in the way that a lot of people do now, where they literally just do their sketches either on a tablet or some type of Wacom pad or something like that. Something like some device of that nature. I have, for this one, I did the sketches in a sketchbook and then scanned them. That's basically what I did. Need square. Need a square. Right. Let's export this. Or not. Save it before it crashes. Export as. There we go. D2. Let's put that on my desktop. Transparent. Yep. Okay. I can do some things just because I've been doing it so long, but drawing circles is still a pain with the mouse. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Circles, no. Definitely not. Not with a mouse. That's why it's nice that, like, over here on this left-hand side, there's a whole bunch of tools, like a rectangle, ellipse tool, and stuff like that. If I want a circle for this, I just Bloop. I can just draw them. Makes my life much easier. That is the benefit of this setup. If I want some type of polygon, I can do a polygon. It also has stars you can do. And then if you don't want, like if you want more points or less points, you can add more or less on here. That kind of thing. Same thing goes for the polygon too. I should have messed with that beforehand, but you can add more. You can also go less and go down to a triangle, so then you have a perfect triangle. All those different things. All those different opportunities here. This is why I like doing. So far, it's been super awesome to be able to do this stuff for like my illustrations for my book pages and stuff like that. Because I can iterate on stuff so much faster in here. If I wanted to like do this page for our upcoming book, like all of this is the same vector style, but very simple like box shapes and stuff like that. I can actually add gradients if I want to, because those are an option in here. Yeah, there's a bunch of different little things that you can do in Illustrator. But yeah, just using all the shapes and things that I can. I think what other fun stuff can we play with for a minute, because I'm in the playful mode now. I can show you a bunch of different stuff. Let's go back to make this gray for the moment. Okay, so say we wanted to do, let's do a circle here, right? And say it's white. So we can make this kind of like a spotlight if we wanted to of some sort. Or if we wanted to add a gradient to it, we can add a gradient. It can go from dark to light. Or I can add, come on, colors, work with me today. No, you're just not gonna. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if we have this gradient, and we choose to put white at the other side, so now it doesn't look like there's a gradient, but there's two different colors here, right? We can actually choose one side of that gradient and put 0 opacity, so now it'll go from white to nothing. And if we turn it into a circle, then we actually make it even more into like a spotlight style setup. So you can then use this for highlight areas or other things like that. You also have the same ability in Photoshop where you can actually do darken, multiply. You can add these different transparency blending modes on top of it too. We would have to have something colorful to make this work. Let's go back to here real quick. We'll just do an example again. We'll put a big circle on here, and then we'll do difference. So this one will actually swap every color that's underneath it with the opposite of it on the scale or whatever. So that's what I'm talking about when we're talking about these blending modes, is that you have options to do these type of things. If you want to do like saturation, this will take out all of the color. Now it looks like it's an old-timey style photo or slash setup. So, and then you can also do the same thing with this if you want to make it a gradient and do the same idea. You want to fade it out on the edges, then you have the same thing. Look, it's super gray here in the middle, not as gray as it gets out to the outside edge. So like, play with your tools, mess around with all of the effects and things like that. These are very similar things that are in the Photoshop suite of tools and stuff as well. But yeah, this is just like, and I'm I'm by no means an expert in any of this stuff, but I've played with this program for long enough that I know, not necessarily the basics, but I can get around and do a bunch of different things with this. Pretty fun. There's our difference. If we choose a different color that's not white, I think gray. Let's change it to CMYK. That might be better. Soft light, hard light. Yeah, all these little color dodge, lighten, color burn. There's a color burn where it actually makes all of the colors darker. Multiply is a good one. Good for shadows and stuff like that. So lots of different modes, different ways to use things. If you have a color on here or something, then that also changes how the vibe feels when it's doing its effect on top of things. Makes things very blue. Makes things very bright. Just depends on what mode it is. So like this one it took out the colors in the backdrop of that photo and just made it kind of a bluish setup there. So yeah, I know we got off topic there a little bit, but that's okay. We're having some fun. We're playing with some things. Like we could put that there and kind of give it that bright feeling. We want these to be that. Yeah, so it gives it that feel like it's glowing in that way. All funsies. Yeah, gradients are pretty useful, yes. Well, and you got to know how to use them too. You don't want to just throw them on everything, because then it gets too gradienty. Then it feels the opposite direction. All fun stuff. Yeah, don't tell mums about this, because then she'll be like, "Ooh, I like when it was all lit up like that." I'll be like, we're not going back. Make this more intense. Yeah, all the fun stuff. But this was kind of what I was talking to you about when we were doing your ship design, and you're like, how do you make those one lines more bright or more like neon-y? And this is kind of how you do that, is you add a gradient of white onto it, and then if you really want to make it look like neon, then you put one section in the dead center that is just straight white, and that's what gives it that kind of neon vibe. Yeah. Yeah, like that. And it makes that bright, that center look nice and bright, neon-y, and then the rest of it fades out on the edges. Yeah. Fun. This is also how you do little animations and stuff too, is saving your image like this for one frame, saving your image like this for a second frame, and then it looks like it's blinking, and you just rotate back and forth between those two things. Easy peasy. Yeah, I added brighter lights when I did the final cover. It was a white middle and colored gradient edge. Yeah, that's how you do it. Brighter. Yeah, some of those blending modes and stuff help with that too. The color dodges and burns and multiplies and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see. Let's swap those back. We don't need those anymore. Back to white. We're hiding a bunch of our stuff that we did. That one was supposed to go white as well. There we go. We'll save that. We already got this one saved. Nope, we gotta save that again. Just double check. Okay. So last thing I need to do before we end here, we've got about 10 minutes left. I need to make a change to this. July 2nd. There we go. Easy. I just need to print out that top half. So I need to do something else with the bottom here. I don't need this because I already have that on the original poster setup that I have. Is there anything else that I need to print out that I need for this next set of events? This fit on there. Yeah, that would work. We'll make sure and we'll embed this photo so that we don't lose it if we move it around in a different folder on accident. Okay, we should be able to print that out. Let's go ahead and save that. Get our printer all set up here. Get some light in here so I can see what I'm doing. It's always useful to be able to see what you're doing. Print. Okay, so we want to print this from the rear tray. It's going to be on plain paper, even though it's on photo. Do best. We want US letter borderless. Okay, that should be right. Okay, this should print fine. Try that. See how it goes. Oh man. I'm already tired. So we've got next week. On Wednesday, we have our third book coming out. And so I've been working basically all day yesterday. I had 3 videos to build for next week for that event, or for that day when book number 3 comes out. And then I also put together next week's social media post video. So like, I think I'm tired because I think I went a little overboard yesterday. I think I went a little hard. I did too much, I think is what happened. I think Dreamer came home at 7 and I was still on the computer. She's like, have you been working the whole day? I'm like, yes. She was like, yeah, you might have needed to stop at some point. I was like, I know, but I really needed to get all this stuff done ahead of everything else we got going on. So for this is our event that's happening next Saturday. Tomorrow we are actually doing a book event at the Reno Public Market here in Reno. I think it's a little 3-hour block. I printed out terribly. I don't like that at all. That's dog doo-doo. Well, and it did not print full page either. Aw. So yeah, we've got our event tomorrow, and then we have the book release on Wednesday, and then that following Saturday is the one that we have on the screen here on the 25th. That will be our first event selling book number 3. So that's exciting. Okay, what did I do here? How did I print this out last time? I want to try to print. It's supposed to be borderless. It's on photo paper. And trim mark weight. Offsets, no. Outputs, graphics. I never get consistent results out of this. I don't know why. Don't want to auto rotate it. We don't want to scale it. Do not scale. Why did we get use document bleed settings? No, we won't use these. Do we want to use these? You know what? I should have done this the first time. Let's just do plain paper, normal. Let's just do a basic print and see if this goes full page. Yikes. I'm almost a third done with my current book. Nice. Yeah, so once you get done with that one, then you're done, and you can move on to your next project, right? That's the big deal. Getting to move on. Nope, that didn't print right either. Poop nuggets. Okay, so that setting did whole bunches of nothing. Don't know how to get it to do what I want. I have it set correctly. Continue. On borderless. Trim mark weight. want that. Huh, I don't know. It's funny, sometimes when I tell it to do borderless printing, it does it, and there are a lot of other times where it does not, and I don't quite understand why. It's not consistent. Border, there's no border. You talking about scale to fit paper size? No. Scale down? No. Oh, that is good. I'm not sure. Let's head out to our assistant cam, see what she's up to. Oh, she's upside down out there. Can't really see her very well. She is right there. Can we see her on this camera? No. Of course not. Maybe we'll move it, but we're going to take a break and then we'll be right back. Okay, we should be back from our break now. Let's see. What was the third way? Yeah, we talked about I'll start a new series, but I'm going to try to launch it properly. Ooh, what does properly mean? Because this one I just started throwing them online. Oh, gotcha. So are these books, are you not getting the current series printed, or are you just doing those ones online? You know what I should have? I should have a little thing that pops up on here. This is now like just in the chatting mode now. Not working on anything, just chatting. This series is still available in paperback. Okay. What do you mean by then it just started throwing them online? Like you just put them out to be, but didn't like no promo, no. I don't understand what you mean by. I didn't hype it at all. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the big thing that I've learned from going to my monthly meetings here at our Sierra Arts literary community is that if you aren't talking about your stuff or talking about your work and just kind of showcasing it in different ways, then people really can't find it. Like they might happen upon it in some weird way, and you don't have to like shove it down their necks, even though this is the weird part. Like there is some part of this where you kind of actually have to, like technically I should probably be promoting the events and stuff that I'm doing, even like the one tomorrow. I should be like hammering those in, like posting about those every day and stuff like that. And I literally don't like to do that to people, but I also know that some people miss the first round or the second round or the third round of it, and they'll catch it on the fourth round. But if you don't get that far and repost stuff, then yeah, they'll miss it. But it's a weird balance, because then it annoys the people that did see it on the first round. They're like, man, I've seen this 4 times. Like, stop. So that's a hard balance in between those two things. I didn't hype it at all. Yeah, no promo or marketing, lol. Yeah. Well, and you know, that's the funny thing. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy stuff. Like, I know you think I'm doing a bunch of crazy stuff, and I feel like I'm just keeping myself busy at the moment. But there are so many times where I'm like, I feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't feel like I see the stories online from other like small business people and stuff like that, and they're like, I was working 18-20 hour days and doing this and calling these people, and like I had to fail like 17,000 times, and then I got that one. This is like, that seems like a lot. That kind of seems daunting, but I get what that means. Like you're throwing spaghetti at the wall until something sticks. I get it, but I don't know. I don't feel like I want to do it that way. So I'm trying to figure out what the balance is between those two. Marketing is hard and it's time consuming. It really is. It really, really is. Definitely not for the faint of heart, for sure. It takes a lot. I think Dreamer has seen this even in like real estate. It takes a lot of work just to keep everything on the rails, right? Like that's the main thing. Once this train starts going, that's great, but you got to keep it on the tracks is the main thing, and that's where the marketing and the stuff like that is. And you sometimes you pick up a little steam, sometimes you lose a little steam. I made a choice this week and I decided I didn't want to go and do another. I got invited to go do another TV interview about the upcoming book, and I was just like, you know what? I've got a bunch of other things going on, and it was my excuse. And then I got a message from our local independent bookstore who's going to be doing our author signing for us, and like, hey, if you've got any time, we just got more space for our shop, and we're getting a whole bunch of bookshelves delivered, and we would love you to come help us put them all together. And I was just like, of course. And I was like, that felt more worthy of my time and my effort than going and spending 2 minutes on the news doing that interview and being nervous for that whole process and stuff like that. It's just like, no, I think I'll be okay. I think I can. I've already done one news interview this year. I think I'm okay. I think I can pass on this one. I think it'll be fine. So I haven't thrown myself into it like I should have, but I'm going to try it correctly with the new series. Well, I say good luck. Like honestly, like it is, like you said, it's a lot of work and a lot of juggling all of the things and stuff. So yeah, I hope it goes well. I would offer advice, but I don't. I'm trying to figure it out too, so I don't know if I can even offer any advice on any of that. So to be honest with you, I think the only thing I would say is just like get out and be, connect with the community and stuff like that. See what resources are available to you and what other authors and stuff are doing in your area. And like it doesn't hurt to message. Like I when I did that first news interview, that was not something that like came to me. I think I sent a message to, I was on Instagram and I sent a message to one of the local news broadcasters, and they messaged me back and was just like, yeah, we would love to have you on, promote your book and stuff like that. We have a special section for this and stuff like that. So these are the dates I'm available. Plan it, pick one and we'll go from there. And it's like, cool. Like, there's a part of it that's like take shots at stuff, but also, making sure that you're staying within your comfort zone and stuff like that. So I have a presence online now, which I didn't at all at the beginning of this series. That is true. You do have that, and you do have other connections as well. So I watched your interviews, your streams and stuff like that you did with the other gal. I watched those. I know I played a little bit in them, but I'm still. All of those things help. I was told like podcasts, like throw your stuff out to any podcast because they're always looking for guests and stuff too. They always need new, I'm gonna put this dirty word out there, content for their shows and stuff like that. So getting in the circle of that type of stuff is really good as well. So I've been told. But yeah. You'll do fine. You got this. Yeah, looking for podcasts is a whole nother thing. So that was the best thing about doing those meetings that I'm doing, is that they actually had people do presentations about resources like that, and they gave me a bunch of links to places that a bunch of websites where you could sign up for podcasts and stuff like that, but I'd have to dig it out of my bag with all the rest of my notes and see what those were, because I don't remember them off of the top of my head, unfortunately. But it's just kind of like doing all the things. I recognize that doing more and more stuff means then you get to put more and more stuff on your resume too. So that's why like I have a section on my website down at the bottom, on the bottom of stitch-tales.com, that has all of the things that I've done, so that if anybody wants to come and say, or look and be like, oh, has this author done anything or done any events like this, they can see, oh shit, he's done like one thing every month for the entire year. So like, oh, he's doing all kinds of stuff. He's doing talks, he's doing book events, he's doing news interviews, podcasts, whatever like that. It's like, oh, he's versed in all of these different things. So it's good to have that repertoire, and even if it sucks, still like put it up there and be like, yeah, I did it. They give you something else to talk about. It's all fun. It's all good stuff. My current goal is to finish this book by the end of October. Then I'll start focusing more on marketing. Cool. Yeah, that should be good. Like I said, I struggle juggling both things low. Well, and that's the funny thing. I have a different, your time frame for creating your books and stuff like that is much bigger than mine. So I can do my writing, illustrating, probably in about 6 or 7 months. I think this time around it was about 7 months long. So that gives me essentially the second half of the year to do all of the other stuff, to do marketing and planning and setting up and getting things around, and then starting that cycle over again. Like it's interesting because I'm not like, yeah, it's a weird freaking process because you're doing, I would love to say you're doing one thing and then the other, but that's not true. You're doing both at the same time. You really are. Because by like October, November, I'll probably be starting on book number 4. So I'm technically won't be just doing marketing at that time. I'll be doing both again, kind of like I'm doing now. So I don't know, Rachel. It's a weird thing. It's a weird process. I agree with you. Yeah, I never do only one. Yeah, I'm realizing that now. I think I would always talk about doing 50-50, but that's not really how it works. Yeah, funny how that goes. Sometimes you find the honesty when you're just talking it out. Under the truths. If you had prep time, definitely not. Well, yeah, that's true. Well, and that's, I kind of like why the social media thing, my Thursday video posts and stuff like that, like choosing that and being like, I'm going to make this consistent. I'm going to do it every week. I'm going to make it a challenge to do it every week for the full year. But at the same time, it's like, but I'm not going to strain myself and do a bunch of other things around that. Cause I know like on the social media, they're like post, images or whatever, three times a week or 5 times a week or 3 times a day or whatever it is. And 3 videos. And it was like, that's too much. Like I can be consistent on this one thing. And then this way that I have managed time for all of the other things. I can plan it out. I can set it up and be like, oh, this can be kind of like a marketing opportunity where I'm promoting XYZ, or I'm hiding little secrets about XYZ that are going to come in the future, and this thing here, and doing this, and that'll tee up stuff for later. And like, yeah, it's weird. I keep coming back to that. It's just weird. All right. I've gone way over my time. It demands quite a lot, which wouldn't be as big of a deal if I wasn't teaching kids 9 months of the year. Yeah, true. Just slump them off on mom. She'll take care of it. She's fine. She's got this. That's the extra hands right there, right? That's no big deal. She's got this. Just take her her allowance and just give her a little bump in her allowance. She'll be fine. It'll be fine. No big deal. Throw some extra Cheerios down in the basement for her. That'd be great. She'll enjoy that. She'll be fine. I kid. The Cheerios low. That's always my joke is whenever like we used to talk about kids or whatever, and people are like, how you do with the kids? I'd be like, yeah, just threw some Cheerios on the floor. They were fine. And either people would be like, oh, that's funny, or people would be like, did you really do that? And I was like, no. Basic foods Cheerios are. I love them. Good for jokes too. Cheerios equals duct tape. It really does. It really does. It is the universal fix for all things. I'm hungry. Here's a thing of Cheerios. Oh, awesome. Cheerios. Yeah. All right, Rachel. I'm going to have to call it for the day here. I'm going to go get this thing, try to figure out what's wrong with the printing of this. And then get some more stuff done on my videos for next week. Probably send out these D&D images to your mom so she can check to see how she likes them, if they're good enough, what else we need to do to them, and then go from there. So yeah, I'll go through. Let's see. Thank you, Inverness, for lurking in the background, hanging out for a while. Appreciate it. Thank you, Rachel, for being here. Good conversations. Thank you. Tell the family I said hi. I will be back on Monday. I'll have lots to talk about because we'll have done our event on actually tomorrow. So maybe we'll have some photos. Maybe we'll share on stream. We'll figure it out. Well, we'll do the things. But have a good rest of your weekend. Yeah, good luck. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rachel. Have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys all on Monday. Bye, everybody.